You could go years and not know you have fibroids until perhaps, you start getting a heavy period or a very long period. Black women are more prone to getting fibroids than any other race. Hey sis, it's Cholwe and I'm back again to do another video on my fibroid journey. I feel a little bit better this time around, so hopefully even the flow will be better. So today I just thought maybe we'd spend a little bit of time discussing what a fibroid is and the different types that are there, because yes, there actually is more than one. And I think just perhaps it would be important to mention that I'm not a doctor. I am not any sort of medical personnel. Everything that I will be speaking on, everything that I know is just stuff that I've learned from research, from speaking with my doctor, from speaking with other people that have gone through the same as I did. So I would encourage everybody to do their own research, and there's certain things that obviously I will, stand to be corrected on, and please feel free to do that. So a fibroid is a tumor that grows within the uterus, and it's usually non-cancerous. There are four types. The intramural. So intramural grow within the muscular wall of the uterus. You have the subserosal ones. Subserosal ones grow outside the uterus. You have pedunculated ones. Pedunculated have a sort of stem that they hang off of. So like a fruit, like a mango would hang off of the stem. That's how pedunculated ones are. And you have the submucosal ones that grow inside the uterus cavity, so to speak. For me, I had two types. I had the subserosal, the ones that grow on the outside, and I had the intramural ones, the ones that grow within the muscular wall. I just thought it's important, to just I just thought it would be important to familiarize ourselves with this so we know going forward what it is. Usually the symptoms of fibroids are, like I mentioned in the last video, you could go years and not know you have fibroids until perhaps, you start getting a heavy period or a very long period that goes beyond a week. That goes pain in your abdomen, in your pelvic area, pressure over there. And those are the things that for me were telltale signs that, there was something wrong with me. And this really went back a couple of years, and I went through a couple of doctors before I got to the one that that finally took them out. And it's quite a long journey and a lot happened in between that. So it's really, really, really important, guys, to find the right doctor, to find the right caregiver that will give you all the information that you need. There's so much information out there on the internet and everything, but it's also important to know that not everybody's journey is the same. Yours may be different from mine and from the next person and everything. So just be careful to not compare so much. Because that could also, dampen your mood, and it could be, cause for depression and whatnot. I know I went through so many emotions. I was just a cocktail of emotion, really, up until now. There's just so much that has happened that in hindsight, I'm like, that was probably it. So yes, I just thought we'd take ourselves on a small journey to just figure out what these fibroids are, the types that they are, and just fun fact, actually, not really very fun, but it's a fact. Any woman of any race can get fibroids, but Black women are more prone to getting fibroids than any other race. I was really shell-shocked when I found that out. And I've forgotten the reason for that, perhaps you can do research on that. For me, the questions that I was asking were, like, why me? How do these things come? How do you prevent them? And, there's a number of reasons why you could get fibroids. Researches and papers and whatnot that I read, a lot of them actually still said they don't really know, scientists out there, doctors and whatnot, why fibroids come, but it could also be hormones, your estrogen and progesterone just speed up the growth, especially in your childbearing age, although they could start really early, but really it's during that stage in your life. You get you get fibroids during that time. It could be genetic, I read somewhere. Just your lifestyle as well could lead to that. So there's no one reason as to why somebody could get fibroids. So it's just really important to just get yourself checked once, twice a year, because they really grow really fast. I mean, I went from being told I had one small tiny fibroid to a whole lot of them just almost 2-3 years later. So it's just something that you really, really need to take seriously. This is your body, this is your life, this is your family's life, whoever it is that you may be looking out for. So I just thought it would be nice to just go through that. So thank you for joining me on this short video. I intentionally tried to make this really short, just so that we can just tackle these things bit by bit while getting into it. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you can join me in my next one as well. Subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, comment. Yeah, let's continue this journey together. See you next time.